Welcome. I have no idea what's going to happen this evening. Never have. Always come to the show empty. So, empty is the best way for me to be. Because, in a way, I wait for the council to fill me up. And when they fill me up with knowledge, with love, with inspiration, with feelings, with understanding. It's like amazing. I can walk around the home, I can walk around the town or the village on a day that I'm bringing the council through, which is any day basically, because the council don't just wait for one day, they come through any other time. For me, they come through while I'm in the shops, in the supermarket, or I'm talking to friends, or I'm driving the car. In fact, today I had a one-way conversation with them. Not one way. I was asking questions and they were giving me very, very short answers. I said, "Do you exist?" They said, "Do you think we exist?" And I said, "Yes." He said, "Then you got your answer." And it was very similar. It was tongue-in-cheek. They were playing about with me. So, what we're going to talk about tonight, I have no idea. I have to wait till the council kick in. So, for me, this is the hardest part of the show actually. For I'm having to stand here, and today I'm standing, not sitting, for I feel the energy is a lot better for me when I stand up. So it's all about having the courage to stand here empty, to stand here very empty and see what happens. So, how are we doing so far? So, this is one of the things that happens. It's being here and being able to just have the courage to allow upstairs to come in. And when upstairs come in, you will know, because it's just phenomenal. So as always, I come to this show empty, because that's the best way for me to do. Be empty. But have you noticed what's going on in the world? I'm moving on now quite quick. I can change conversations like that. Have you noticed what's going on quite quick? Because the world is changing. Everything is becoming much quicker. The darkness is being shown for what it is. The darkness is really being shown for what it is. Like Ricky Gervais at the, was it the Golden Globe? Yeah, I think it was. Talking about paedophiles and talking about Hollywood people. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. And for now, the world is being shown for what it is. And it's only going to get better. It's only going to get more lighter and brighter. And the darkness is going to be shown for what it is. Now, we have to stand the pace. We have to be able to allow this to happen. For when it happens, it will rock the foundations of many establishments. They'll be shown to be manipulating the system and manipulating it for pleasure, physical pleasure, and for financial greed as well. Now, when that happens, there's either two choices you can be. You can either get in with it and throw bricks and stones at these people, throw accusations, or you can stand away, stand on the opposite side and don't do anything at all. Just be detached. For when you become detached, you have this feeling of peace and quiet, a feeling of emptiness, a feeling of peace. Now the emptiness can give way to a feeling of being fulfilled. For when you're fulfilled, you can choose what you're fulfilled with. So remember this, if you choose to walk away and to live in happiness when all this happens, then it will not affect you. But if you throw stones and if you get stuck in the energy of what is happening and be part of it, then it will affect you. So for me, it's like saying, what do I wish to do? How do I wish to allow this to happen? Well, I would say to myself, be on the hillside. Just don't be in the city. Be living off the streets, just off the city, and let the city take care of itself. Let everybody take care of themselves, but you, me, be detached. For when you are detached, you are in a peace that your soul can speak to you. Your intuition can kick in. Your higher self will show you the way, like it always shows you the way, every time. Every single day I ask my higher self, show me the way. How do I approach today? And sometimes it doesn't answer me. It doesn't answer me in a way that I want it to answer. It doesn't answer me at all. What it does, it just gives me the understanding that I have to allow it to happen. If I allow it to happen and view it as an observer, then I'm not sucked into the mess. I'm not sucked into the mess at all. Let me sort this, let me just sort this fading thing out. There we are. That's it, basically. The colours have gone all to pot. Looks like I've been on holiday and I haven't. Terrible, isn't it? Anyway, this is life. This is like not getting one panties in a twist because the colour's wrong, but I don't care. You know, like Ricky Gervais says, I don't care. What's it all about? I'm not doing it again. Well, I will be doing these shows again, don't worry about that. So tonight is about me allowing them to come in, the Council of 12, the 12 Ascended Grandmasters, and my guides and inspirers. They are the Council of 12. They are different to my other guides and inspirers. And then you've got the Galactic 7 who only come now and again. And then if you check my Facebook page out, you'll see a post that I did a couple of months ago. I reposted it today about star language, about starseed language, and how it's well, what it is to certain people and how they can use it for the betterment of themselves and for other people. So where do we go from here? Let me say hello to the people here. So tonight is about you. It's about me and the council, and it's about information that allowing it to come through, if it wants to come through, that is. And also, you can, if you wish, call in on Skype. The contact is Dennis Barnes, Dennis with one N, Dennis Barnes. Send me a contact, send me a chat message. Do not ring up on Skype, just let me know you're there. Send me a message of what you want to talk about or a question. And also, if you've got any questions, write them down so I can see them here. Write them down and I'll answer them. Hopefully, I'll get the council to answer them. So that's it. Skype, you can call in. But if they're Mickey Mouse questions, then don't bother calling in. You know what I mean? Make it something that I can get my teeth into and the council can get their teeth into as well. So, I'm just waiting for them to kick in. This is really good because just waiting for them to kick in, you know, and there's nobody here except me. And I'm talking into a camera, or two cameras actually. Yeah, I'm talking to two cameras, talking to this camera as well. So hiya folks, that's probably a lot better. So hiya. So this is the short version, this is the close-up. If you don't like it, let me know, I'll go a long one. I don't want to scare people, not at all. But you know what, I don't care. If I scare people, I don't care. So this is the short view. So, questions on the chat, in the comment, or you can ring up on Skype. As simple as that. And just see what's going on. So, you've noticed that Australia is burning. What's the cause of this? What's the point of this? And many comments are going around the social media. What do you think? Tell me your thoughts. Is Australia being cleansed? Are the fires being set purposely? What's it all about? What's it all about Hollywood? What's it all about political wise? You know, some channelers don't get into it politically because they think it's the wrong thing to do. Well, my people, the council, they kind of saying, well, if you want to go down that way, that's fine. And if you want to make sense of it, fine, but politically, everything changes. So it's far better to be away from the political scene and allow it to happen and to just observe it. But when you observe it, you can see it for what it is. And it's a circus, beloveds. The political world at the moment is a circus. And you've not got to be in the ringside seats because you get drawn into the circus act. It's better to be in the big top, but on the seats at the back, so you're detached from it. You can see it for what it is. You can see the full circus. You look and you've got the 360 vision, and you can look all the way around and you can see who's coming on, circus acts, and who's going off, who's very good, who's made a mess, who's fallen down, who's outstanding. You can see it all. And when you see the bigger picture, you have a better idea of what life's all about. So for me, politics, don't want to get involved in it unless I really have to. That doesn't say that I bury my head in the sand. No, I'm very aware, but it's a choice I wish to take. I do not want to get involved in politics. However, if somebody asks me my view, and it will be Dennis talking, not the council, that's a different thing. When Dennis is talking, I know it's my ego, my way of thinking, from everything I've learned in the politics, has an effect to where I am now. And I've never been a politician myself, because politicians, they overtalk each other, don't they? They won't give you time to finish the sentence. And when somebody overtalks me, I have a habit. This from a past life. I stop talking. Yeah, it's a past life, and I'm thinking, why do I always stop talking when somebody overtalks me? And they say, Dennis, it's from a past life, because when you overtalk somebody, when you stood up for yourself in a past life, they killed you. They cut your tongue out. So in this life and lives before, you've realised sometimes it's best to hold your tongue. In other words, that's good, isn't it? Hold your tongue. So, because I don't like being overtalked, so I then become quiet and let other people talk. And I think it's very rude when somebody overtalks you anyway. But that's why I can never be a politician, because you've got to stand in someone's face, you've got to overtalk them, you've got to tell lies, you've got to manipulate the truth. Well, the truth is, ladies and gentlemen, that we are here and we were not born on, well, we were born on this world in a physical being, but we come from different planets. We come from different solar systems, and we've visited many planets to get to where we are now. And they're talking about the star system, they're talking about the star language here now. They're talking about the star language. And it's like, they're trying to get my voice. They're trying to get my voice now to actually allow the galactic language to come through. But I'm not used to this yet. I've only just realised that I have the ability to actually speak galactic language, but at the moment I've not done it live. I've not come out of the wardrobe. I've not come out with it yet, because it's just another aspect of me, I suppose, being aware that we all live, we all vibrate on many aspects of ourselves. We all can multi-locate in the evenings when we sleep. So it's just one aspect of me that I understand, and it's like being prepared to be able to stand up. So this is for one of you out there, or maybe one or two females out there who are not sure about standing up and speaking your piece and allowing the external energy to come through you. This is to one or two of your females out there. It's about now for you to take centre stage. That's what it's about. for you to take centre stage, for you to stand in the light, to have fun, to be powerful, to let the words flow, let the feelings flow, because you've held yourself up for so many years. You've not allowed your divine energy to come through, to guide you, to feel you, to motivate you. It's like you've wandered round with this haze in front of your eyes, and they're saying, I have to tell you, 2 ladies who are listening to this now, it's about time you stood up and took centre stage in whatever area you think you are doing it for. Whatever area you should take centre stage in, you've got to do it. But you have to use the voice. You have to become more powerful, more positive, more direct. Take no prisoners. And if you feel that your voice is being manipulated, allow it to come through. Allow the other language, the language of strength, of wisdom, of a solar system to come through. That's what you've got to do. That's what they're asking you to do now. So basically, you have to be a tunnel, a channel. You have to move along with the energy, like the energy behind now. You have to be that channel. And once you are that channel, you find that different aspects of you that you thought were dormant have awakened. And when they've been awakened, you can actually spread yourself thinner into different aspects of who you are. I do not know who I'm talking to. I do not know who I'm talking to at all. But I know that there's 2, they're telling me 3 ladies now. 3 ladies who are on a path of demonstration, who just needs a guidance, and when you get this guidance, you know what to do. Reach out to me if you wish, reach out to the council, reach out to your people, for you'll be guided by that. There will be change of vibration within you, there will be a change of energy within you, and you will be liable to be false suspect to pounding headaches. Take notice, no notice of pounding headaches. Well, take notice of them, yes. And that will tell you that you are on the right patches. Now, when this happens, beloveds, you will have to change the way you eat, the way you fuel yourself, because you've got to start getting into the rhythm. You've got to force the body to make changes on a cellular level. For when you change the body on a cellular level, you're putting more power, more energy into the blood supply, which supplies the body. Now when you supply the body and your blood is enriched, I'm no idea what I'm saying here, they're just giving me the words. I'm merging my consciousness with them. They've come in quite quick here, and I quite like the idea that they come in quite this. And they're saying, you've got to throw your walking sticks away. You've got to throw your Zimmer frames away, all of you. You've got to have strength. You've got to go to the gym. You've not got to go to the gym. The gym is in your mind. You've got to work out in your mind. You've got to work out in your feelings. You've got to work out in your body. But it all starts with the mind first. The mind the mind's very powerful, but it's also attached to the mind, which is body identified, is the ego. So when you know the ego is directing you, what you've got to do is kick it to the curb and let your soul direct you. And the soul knows that you're on the right path, because if you meditate and you tune into yourself and you tune into your guides and inspirers, the ego will rise its ugly head, it'll try to butt you, right? And you just kick it to the curb, because it knows that you're on the way out of the body. You are seeking and finding what you may call your ascension. And that's what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen. You're here to ascend. We're all in to ascend. And we're doing it every single day by the way we think, the way we feel, the way we act with ourselves, the way we love ourselves. Now, if you don't love yourself, you're not going to get there. The basic lesson that mankind has misunderstood is about loving yourself. Now, even Jesus Christ talks about this. When he first came with the count of 12, he said, Dennis, it's not about unconditional love. And I went, what? You're joking. The Bible says that. It says, forget the Bible for now. Before you can love other people, before you can have unconditional love, you've got to love yourself. That's the main thing. You've got to do that. All of you. Now, if you're looking for the promised land, the picture behind, right? If you're looking for the promised land, you are in the promised land already. But because it's what you think, it's what you feel, it's how you act. You promised to yourself, you promised yourself to get here. You promised yourself, so what's stopping you? What you got to do is walk into the promised land physically, but mentally and heart-wise you're already there. It's not separate. We've been taught in our schools, in our spiritual schools as well, for those who don't know any better, for if they knew better they'll do better, that the promised land is coming. Moses parted the sea and took his people to the promised land. Well, we're in the promised land now, all of us. The picture behind the promised land. Isn't it nice? The many colours, the brightness, the sky, the blues, the down to earth. And if you look at the down to earth here, right, brown here, brown is an earthly colour. But look how it goes upwards, look how it gets to the sun. The sun, the yellow, then it goes to the blue, is a healing. The sun is golden. That's the divine energy. Then it goes to the healing. So you've got all the colours of the earth here. All the colours of the promised land. And then what's stopping you? What's stopping you enriching yourself? What's stopping you finding who you are by realising you are now where you're supposed to be, as long as you feel it, as long as you go out of your homes today, tomorrow, speak to people and do not see any things that will turn you off from seeing yourself in that promised land. It's taken me a long time to feel the promised land, to feel that, oh, I should get this right and I should get that right. Like, I look at the colours on this TV screen now, look at the colours of me. The colour on the camera is totally crap, but it doesn't matter. It's something to work on. What I have to be in is abundance, in gratitude that I've got a camera and I've got a TV set and I've got a computer and I've got a beautiful home to live in. It's an attitude of gratitude. And the more that we're in gratitude, the more we have an attitude of gratitude, the more the universe will give us more. Because it's saying, oh, Dennis likes it, or she likes it, or he likes it. Let's give them more. They're thanking. They're in thanks. They're in beautiful awareness of what is happening to them. And they're saying thank you to the universe. Guess what? The universe does it, gives you more. Now going back to the people, you've got to stand on centre stage. When you stand on centre stage and you stand in the limelight, because that's what they are asking you to do now. This is a message from the 12 to you. 2 or 3 people. I don't know who you are. I do not know that. So if you do realise it's you, send me a message. I'm not on a fishing expedition. I'm just giving you a message now that is allowing you to take control of your life in a better way, a more forceful way than you are now. And to actually, and they're telling me, you've been thinking of doing this a while, but things have just held you back. Things have just held you back. Now, there's also a loss of a physical being on the earth plane. Somebody has backtracked because physically they've had a loss on the earth plane. Somebody's moved on. So whoever this is, let me know. Sooner or later, let me know. It would be nice that I'm not stood here. And I know I'm not making a fool of myself. I know that. Because they won't be giving this information now. So I have no idea what would happen tonight. And it's starting up like this, which is really good. I love it, to be honest with you. This is the way I love it. I love to work like this, to be honest with you. So, let's go back to this. So, we have the world, don't we? We have the world and we're in the world. So we're part of the world. We're part of here to change the world. We're here to give Gaia a helping hand for she's allowing us to be here. And we've travelled thousands and thousands and thousands of miles, millions of miles to get here. Decades, different bodies, different atmospheres, different experiences in the body, out of the body, different planets where we were an energy form, an invisible energy form, but people could see it because they could sense our energy. So we've been many things for different planets, and then now we're here having this wonderful experience in the physical body. Isn't that wonderful? With all the technology. So how do we harness that technology for the better of ourselves? We've got to understand that we are absolutely phenomenal people, phenomenal spiritual beings, and you know this whole saying, having a human experience, but we've got clogged down. It's like we're on the seabed and we've got this diving bell hat on, helmet, and this massive big oversuit with this airline going up to the ocean top, the surface, and it's being pumped with air to keep us on this ocean bed, right? Wrong one, but who makes a mess? I don't care. So we've got this ocean bed, right? And we're going along the ocean bed, and it's slow, isn't it? It's absolutely slow, right? Slow. We're being fed. And this is how it is on the earth now. This is how we are. Because we're in this diving spell suit, we're being fed by a higher self. It's there, it's pumping us down, isn't it? It's pumping the air down, and we're able to breathe. And we're on the seabed, and we've got heavy boots on, which is making us slow. All we want to do is take these boots off and feel free. Well, you do that. You do that by connecting yourself and knowing that you're just on a holiday. And on that holiday, you can have a very, very good experience. But it's up to you how you do that experience, how you allow it to unfold in your life. Are you scared of it? For those I'm talking to, you know who you are. Are you going to stand on centre stage? Are you going to take the spotlight off other people who took it off you, who want to entrap you on that dungeon wall, feed you peanuts, give you slave wages, and then when you die, throw you into a mass grave? No. No. You're here to be better than that. You're here to be stand up and counted. For when you stand up and be counted, what happens, ladies and gentlemen, you're standing up for your ancestors who are with you, not physically with you, but an energy form also is guiding, watching, understanding, anticipating to a point, but not with the same energy we think it should be. For our energy is far different than those that have gone forward and beyond before us. Now, all this is being relayed to you in a way that you can understand, hopefully. So if you can't understand it, what I'll say, come back to me. Private message me or something, let me know that you are one of the ladies that I'm talking to. However, if it applies to anybody else, if you feel you've been inspired to stand centre stage, to do something that you've not wanted, you felt you were incapable of doing, if you feel you were incapable of doing, and by feeling motivated, by feeling inspired, let me know. We'll say thanks to the universe, because I had no idea this was going to happen. I don't even know what's going to happen in the next 10 seconds. Just me, Dennis, being here and allowing the universe to show me how I can be help to the universe, to my brother and sister, which is you. So that's where we are. So, wow, that was good, wasn't it? Well, I thought it was good. Was that quarter of an hour non-stop? Wow. Okay, so. Okay, Carol, there's light language. Well, there's quite a few people there, which is really good. So thank you very much, I appreciate that. It's, you know what I've done, ladies and gentlemen? I've actually put some music together, which I'm going to start playing the music. Because I know when the music starts, they will come through. They will come through. Going about Blog Talk Radio many, many years ago, it was phenomenal because it was my sister, Caroline, from a past life. She rang me up one day, out of the blue, and she said, "Hi, it's Caroline from Blog Talk Radio." I went, "Hello, you're in Canada?" She says, "Yes." "So what are you doing ringing me?" "I'm in England. It's costing you a fair penny, a pretty penny." She went, "Don't worry about that. I'm ringing on the firm's telephone." "Oh, okay, fine. I understand that." And then they told me, "This is your sister from a past life." And they told her the same thing, but they said, "This is your brother from a past life," at the same time. They told her and me at the same time. So we both said, "Wow, I've just been told this." Said, "Yes, so have I." And we now have got a close bond. Yes, we've got a close bond. Yes, in fact, I was in Florida last year, March last year, just gone. I did a tour up the Florida coast, Miami, doing talks at different spiritual organisations, and she organised it because she lives in Miami with her husband. Yeah, definitely, and he is in tune. Oh my God, he definitely in tune. So it's amazing. So Blog Talk Radio, she used to be vet the calls coming through, and I'll be sat there listening, and then I'll play this certain music. I forgot what it's called now, but if people knew when they heard this music, they would have to stop talking and not type messages in, because the channeling started, and it was phenomenal. It was, I can't say that word. Wow, phenomenal. I can't. Wow, phenomenal. It was brilliant, unbelievable. So when this music started, it was like me, Dennis, different level, different vibration, and that's when the philosophy came in, the understanding came in, but also the clairvoyance was a different level, because I could see behind, I could see in front, I could see sideways, I could see above, I could see below. It's like saying, "What is this?" And they say it's spiritual knowledge. When you work on a certain vibration, because you work and you work hard, and this applies to everybody out there, if you keep working, the knowledge will come, the understanding will come. But if you expect it to come without working, it's not going to be there. So that's a little bit of a tidbit, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sure there's a lot of you out there working very hard anyway for your alignment, but it will come anyway. It will come if you don't work. But if you work for it, it becomes faster. It becomes clearer. It becomes an issue, like an express locomotive. Here it's the train. In America, it's a locomotive. Yes. So it's like, don't become a train wreck. Don't become a train wreck. I love the way they're putting words together. They're allowing me to bring these words up. Don't be a train wreck. Don't be a car wreck. A train wreck is when you make a mess of things. But when you're a train wreck, when you're a car wreck, what do? You start again. You go and buy a new car. Go and buy a new train. You start again. You plot your course. You plot your course differently. You make sure you don't run into people. This is what it's all about. What course do you want to be on? Now, what course do you want to be on in your next life? And people say to me, "Oh, I'm not coming back this year or this next life." I say, well, I'll tell you what, folks, you'll come back. You'll definitely come back until you become soul realised, God realised. And when you become God realised and soul realised, then you're off the planet to another planet, which is very similar to Earth. They're telling me about the planet, but they're saying they don't want to talk about it yet. So it's now, how you prepare yourself for the next junction. See, we're travelling, aren't we? The next junction means we're on a journey. And the next junction could be where you think you want to get off, where you think you want to leave this earth. Now, I love the way they're working tonight. Unbelievable. I was about to get off at a junction about 5 years ago, actually. Yeah, I was travelling home one night. I'd just gone and done a talk, and I was travelling home one night over a country road, and this car in front of me, I was in his headlights, and I was surprised I'm here. This car, I didn't know what happened. I just saw his headlight cars. I expected to wake up on a morgue, wake up in the morgue. Do you like that? Yeah. And my little cocker spaniel was in the back seat, fast asleep. I put the brakes on and sharp left and got out of the way of this car, and I screamed almighty at this person. We missed. I tell you what, I was being guided. But that was an exit. And what happened on that instinct, where I should have been like brown breaded, my soul went up leapt out the body, went up, had a look round. Oh, right, oh, I'm going to wake up on the mortuary slab. I'm a mess. Oh, I don't want to do that. I'm going to wake up terribly injured. Oh, I don't want to do that. And what's this dog? Oh, that's Yogi. He's dead as well. And in that split second, I decided, no, I'm not going. I'm not going home. I decided to stay. In that split second, I decided to stay, came back in my body, swerved the car out, got out of the way, and that was explained the night after. Not the night I got home, because I was still a mess. A couple of brandies, really enjoyed that. But the night after, I had a dream, and they showed me. That was your exit point. That was your junction point. You could have got off there, but you decided to stay. Why did I decide to stay? Why have you decided to stay, ladies and gentlemen? Why have you I know what I'm staying for. So I can be a help to my brothers and sisters, so I can be help for me. But when I come back in the next life, I'll hit the floor running. I'll hit the floor running. You know, when you get to a certain age, folks, you're working on the next life by the way you think and the way you feel. What you do in this life, what you conquer in this life, the fears, your demons. The more you are in tune with yourself, the more you work on yourself, the more you pull yourself from your bootstraps. You can't pull yourself up from your... What a stupid statement that is. You've got to pull yourself up from your bootstraps, Dennis. Poppycock, you can't do that. But I know what they mean. Pull yourself up. Take a good look at yourself. Where do you want to be in the next life? Well, I want to be the best I can. I would like to have come back without a speech impediment. And with hair this time as well. So I'm working on it this time, how to communicate with my team in a way that I allow them free access. And people say, do they not take you over? I say, no. Why would they want to take me over? That would be like in trance. No. Conscious channeler means my conscious merges with their conscious and their conscious merges with me. That's what it's all about, a conscious channeler. Now there are different forms of channeling. And people say, is it easy? And I'll say, well, it's not easy, but it's not hard. It's complicated, for you have to understand that people sometimes think, well, it's your ego talking, or you're just inspirational speaking. Well, true, it's all part of the same thing, but there's a part which is opened here. It's like a channel. It's on my right hand side, but it might be different on here. It's on my right hand side, and it's like a channel is opened and it zooms up out into the universe. And in that channel I receive, and in that channel I give. So in that channel is open, giving and receiving. And that channel is always open. I can be driving the car and the channel's open, and I can see, I can sense something, I can hear something. I can have what I call my spiritual orgasm. That's not an orgasm sexually, but it's a spiritual orgasm where the pins and needles in my body are just unbelievable. It's like having pins and needles all in your body, and your body is shaking. It's like, whoa, I want more of that. I mean, it happened when I was driving down to Wales last year, 3 times in the car. It was like, whoa, I couldn't even drive at one stage, and it was upstairs saying, we're talking to you, we want you to understand what's happening. And once you get these pins and needles, they're going through the body, it's like, take notice of what's happening. And I did. It was unbelievable. Yeah, unbelievable. So, questions, everybody? Anybody any questions? Let me know. If you want to come on Skype, let me know. That will be really good. I'm just going to take a drink of water here because I've not stopped talking since I came on at 30 minutes past the hour. So, as I was guzzling my water then, they said, we're here, Dennis. We don't want to complicate it, but we're here. We're listening. Isn't that nice, isn't it? I'm just waiting for them. It's like they left me on my own here. It's really good actually. But I'm not panicking because, hey, so what? I don't care. So where do we go from here? All right. You know, they just said Jesus didn't die. Jesus got off the cross. He didn't die. We just thought we'd throw that in actually. They're talking about the Ascended Masters, but beyond the Ascended Masters, and they're saying, actually, Jesus is a new kid on the block over here. They go way beyond that, way beyond that. And some of these masters, some of these, what you may call, not earthlings, masters come in different forms and in different light vehicles. Now they're talking, well, this is new on me, this is absolutely new and I love it. They're talking about masters of the galaxy. They're talking of ultrasonic communication that as soon as you think you've heard it, you've said it, you've transmitted it and you received it. Just like we're doing with you now, Dennis. It's scrambled. But once you take the time to unscramble the messages, once you take the time to sit in peace and quiet, to eat the right food, to drink the right liquid, to be around the right people, to walk in the forest, walk in the nature, that is when you receive the transmissions we are talking about. Now, the masters we have hinted at, they will show themselves to many people, but they'll show them to many people in a form that they can recognize. And we will say to you now, go beyond the form that you think you recognize. How is that form there? How has that form been brought to your awareness? And what is beyond that form? For it's what is beyond your reality now that we wish to tease you. We wish to stretch your imagination. For once you stretch your imagination, you will be prepared for when you lose the body. As one of our teachers on your earth plane says, when you croak it, and we're talking of Esther Hicks here, for when you croak it, if you've not extended your vision of feeling, thinking, understanding, experiencing, being more than you are in the physical being, if you've not extended that, that will play heavily in your future role of coming back on the planet and going through a role that you did not complete properly. For you've set yourself tasks, beloveds. You've set yourself, as Shakespeare would say, and he is Ascended Master, you've set yourself an act to play. And if you don't think you've done it well, if you've walked on the stage and you've fluffed your lines, then you best walk off. But if you walked on the stage and you've delivered your lines and they were perfect and you were an extra, well, in your next life, you've got to be the star. You've got to be the leading man. Or in some of your women case, you've got to be the leading women. Wow. So it's all about preparation. It's all about understanding who you are right now in the physical body and what you're capable of. Because if you don't think you're capable of more, then you will be zilch. Thy will be no more. Thy will be no more. Working at the level you expect to be working at, if you do not expand your consciousness and your awareness of who you are and where you come from. Now the world is here. But what is behind that world? How many worlds do you think there is? How many planets have you bounced off? How many planets have you been onto and understood and had a vibration there, an experience there? How many times have you fell in love on different planets? How much knowledge have you brought with you from different planets, from different galaxies, from different star systems? Where do you think the DNA came from? The Lemurians. Who were they? These are questions that we bring to you now for you to think about this after this, what you may call broadcast, or this teasing episode, we will call it, is delivered to your front door. We are delivering this to your front door and saying, listen in the peace and quiet when you can again to this broadcast. Play it back time and time again, for you will think, I didn't hear that before, oh, I missed that, now I'm hearing it differently. So what has happened? Why am I thinking differently? Because once you heard the words, it activates, it kind of wakes you up, it kickstarts you. It's like you've been asleep, so you're a sleeper. So what it is, these words are designed to wake you up. I have no idea, with all due respect, this is Dennis, I'm being open here, best way I can. And we're coming through, they're coming through with coded messages for those who know, who have an understanding of what is being said here in the way it's being said. For it doesn't make sense to a few people, but to a lot of people, oh my God, and you are God, it makes sense. So you just got to allow it happen. You just got to allow the vibration, the feeling, the harmonic conversion to come into you and to change the way you think, change the way you feel, reconnect, retune your DNA system, rebreathing. Now they're talking about, very quickly, they came in straight away, the way to connect to your DNA is to breathe deeper, to allow the breath to come all the way through you in any way, shape or form. There are many people saying you've got to breathe through the nose, you've got to hold for 4 seconds, out for 4 seconds. Breathe in a way that is comfortable to you, but it's got to be deep breaths, and you've got to visualize you cleaning all the way through the physical body and then getting rid, blowing it all out, all that crap you're getting out there, just get it out there. And when you're breathing in through the mouth or through the nose, it makes no difference. Breathe in both, mouth and nose. Just depends what school you've been taught. But when you breathe that God-given, that divine energy into the body, and then you're circulating it around the body, the breath will get rid of the crap, right? It will spin the chakras, and they spin the right way. If some chakras going the wrong way, it should spin them the right way. And remember, the spine is hollow as well, and there's karma in the chakras. So what you're doing by breathing, you're loosening the karma as well. So sooner or later, you'll have to go through experiences that will allow you to get rid of the karma. But if you breathe deeper, it will have the way of allowing your DNA to reconnect. Now, I'm totally honest with you here. Didn't know this was going to happen. Didn't know this was going to happen at all. So it's being aware of what is happening and allowing it to come through, because that is what a channel does. He or she allows, there are no filters on it. For if you put a physical filter, a filter that I didn't believe in, or I will stop it coming through, then I'm no good as a channel. But as a channel, if you take the filters off and allow it to come through unfiltered, then you've got the pure cream. You've got the 100% alcoholic instead of the 4.2%. You've got the best. You've got the 110% alcohol, petrol with dynamite. Now, whoa, take a drink. I've been asked to take a drink. I will take a drink. Yeah, by gum. Why can't it be gin and tonic? Yeah. So, if you're listening, my friend, with gin and tonic, you know who you are. Notice your absence. But we've all got free will, haven't we? So, where do we go from there? I'm waiting for them to come in. Any questions, any Skype calls, let me know please. There's nobody rang up on Skype, so let's see what's happening here. Dennis, are there any messages for us about being closer to the I Am, being a steward in the light, how to assist humanity? Says a bit more there, see more. I can't see more on that because it, oh, thank you. How to assist, yeah, by being, the I Am is basically what we've been talking about today. The I Am is basically who you are, and the more you tune in, the more you become aware of what is being said, how to bring it into the body, how to manipulate it to be more in tune, to be more powerful. The I Am, the more you allow yourself to be still, I am the vibration energy of my, what is it, my Father God. What is God? What is the I Am? If there's a God, and we're the sons and daughters of God, then we are God ourselves. Now, people, friends of mine, have a problem with that. They said, "You think you're God?" I said, "Yeah, but I'm minute form. Because if God made us, we're made in the likeness, so we don't really know what that means, do we? But I'm just teasing them. I like to egg people on to see if they have a reply, see if I can get my teeth into something, or give them understanding that they're talking rubbish. I don't say that to them, but I kind of egg them on. I'm a cheeky chappy, actually. I say a word, I fence with words, trying to get a reply out of somebody, and I'll put a word in to get something back, and it's awesome. The I am, whatever you think after I am, you become. So the closer you can become into I am is, oh, they're showing me in lightning letters here, I am is all you can be. So if you think you're I am, that's all you can be. Now, we could break this down into many sections of the I. The I is single. I am. The I is also single, but it goes after I. Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you here? I'm sharing with you. I am, there's no separation. But am I. So when you say, am I, turn it backwards. Am I dynamic? No. I can't say that. Am I dynamic? Excuse me. Am I dynamic? I am dynamic. I am perfect and powerful in all areas of my life. Am I living in abundance? You see, you can play with the words. So when you play with things, it becomes a game, and you're not stuck in the way that we like our three senses, or there's more than three senses, but I'm just on a roll here, just watching what's coming in. I can't actually, I'm allowing them to shape the words, I'm seeing the pictures that are coming through. Oh, unbelievable. They just showed me now, unbelievable. They just showed me what you would call outer body people that don't live on this planet, and they're here and they're watching and they're laughing and they're smiling and saying, oh my God, somebody that listens, somebody that can actually put words together and not scared of getting out there and saying it. Now, I used to say to the spiritual churches, and they banned me. They didn't like it. The medium said, oh, you can't, oh, how do you know it's information? I said, well, it's there. You're just working at that level, and I work at this level. There's nothing wrong with levels you're working at. That's because you want to work there. I want to work on the highest and the brightest and the best I can. So am I inspiring you to be the best you can? Am I inspiring you? Somebody rang up on Skype, so that's another question for you there. Somebody sent me a message on Skype. So I don't want any rubbish coming in on Skype, so let me see what's going on here. Okay, fine. I'm being told not to bring anybody on Skype at the moment. So thank you, Jennifer. They're just telling me not to bring anybody on Skype at the moment, so that could change in a few moments. So at this moment, because they're saying they want to bring through, they want to bring through, they want to bring through. What do you want to bring through? What is it you want to bring through? I am works in different dimensions, different multi locations. I am works through there. Right, I'll ask that in a minute. I am. What are you talking about? I'm going out of focus here. Stay in focus, Dennis. Okay, I'm going out of focus, haven't I? Yeah. So, whoa. I'll put my glasses on. See what I'm going. Put my glasses on. I can hear what I'm saying. Do you get that? Am I making a fool of myself? The answer is yes. But I don't care. Am I? What do you want to bring through? Love and light. Love and light. Right, okay. Old-fashioned, but perfect. When you don't love yourself, you are denying the light to manifest through yourself. And when you don't bring the light in, you are denying the love to manifest through yourself also. So the love and the light beings come together. We walk, this is what we're trying to say now. This is a message from the light people. We walk amongst you. When you see a shadow, look beyond, for the shadow stops, and at the end of the shadow you'll see light. And this is where we are at the moment. In most of people's lives, we are behind the shadow. All you are seeing at this moment, beloveds, is your shadow self. For when you see through the shadow, you see the light that you truly are. We have been where you are now. We watch from afar, from across what you may call your Milky Way, your galaxies. We are watching. We are feeling the words. Your earth is about to shed many layers of darkness. But are you ready for the light? Are you ready to get rid of the tunnel vision? Are you ready to stand into your promised land? Are you? Question mark. Are you ready to stand in your light and to be who you are supposed to be right here, right now, in this incarnation? For when you step into this incarnation and you let the light manifest through you, you start to love yourself in a greater abundance, a greater level. And when you have this ability to love yourself, even the warts, even the body that could be total mess or could be beautiful, when you allow yourself to love your imperfections, you actually don't see your imperfections then. Listen to our words carefully, beloveds. When you love to look at your imperfection, when they're trying to change that word, because they know I can't say it. When you look at the way you've disfigured yourself, you've disfigured your feelings, you've disfigured your mental capacity, you've disfigured the physical body. But you've not disfigured your heart, the crystallized energy within the heart. You've not disfigured your higher self. If you allow the energy to come down from the higher self into the physical self through what you may call on your earthly terms meditation, and they're laughing here, we do not mean medication, we mean meditation. When you look at your imperfections as well as your disfigurations and see through them, you are starting to understand the trueness of you are and the love and the depth you have as a spiritual being, having this physical incarnation that you've chosen for this reason, to understand your beauty. And now you brought it into this world and you put a cloak around it. In fact, some of you have opened the safe and thrown it into the safe and locked it up and thrown the key away. And we're asking you now, come out of your safety zone and start to love yourself. For when you love yourself, you will totally understand the trueness, the greatness, do we need to say any more? They're saying, do we need to say any more? They're just sat back now. They're just sat back. They're just going, okay, fine. See what happens. So it's a moment of thought. It's a moment of clarification now. It's a moment of changing the scene. That's it. Oh my God, I love the way they're putting it through. For when you change the scene, when you change the record, you've heard it time and time again. You're not capable of doing this. You're not very good. You're overweight. You're bald. You can't do that. You've been told that since you was a kid. Since you're born on this earth, human race has got you chained to dungeon wall. But now, because we started this before and we let him go off, because we watched him go off and we watched him come back, and we're here, we're still here. Your world is about to change. There's got to be more light on it. There is more light, and you've got to go with the flow, and you've got to be courageous to stand in your own light. But when you stand in your own light, you allow yourself to love yourself. You're allowing other people to see your light as well, and you're helping them to stand in their power, to stand in their realization, their soul, God-given realization of how bloody good they are. No poppycocks, no new age nonsense, no bullshit, no fake news here. You've just forgotten who you are. And it's a wake-up call. You think your DNA has been capped? It has been capped. But you can grow your DNA. You can energize it. The way you breathe, the way you eat, the way you sleep. The food you eat, the water you drink, the people you can connect with, the way you breathe. And I'll say this again, the way you breathe. Now, I didn't know this was going to happen. I had no idea. Well, they tested me in a way saying, can you say this? Have you got a filter on? I'm saying, no, I haven't got a filter. I do not have a filter at this moment. So in a way, I know that having no filter now, they will see this, they will know. It's like going through an exam. Have you got the courage to stand up there? Now, they keep going back to three ladies. I don't know where you are, I don't know what state you're in, but you've got to come out of the dungeons. You've got to come out of the side wings on the stage. You've got to walk centre stage. Right, this is you. I'm here. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. I want to be in the centre stage. Right. All you have to do is this. Walk. Centre stage. Stand there. Nothing can happen. You're not going to shrivel. You don't die of a heart attack. But what you've done is you've said to the universe, I'm here. I am ready. I am ready to receive your power, your energy, your message. I'm ready. Because I am. You get this? I am. Am I ready? The answer is yes. So these ladies out there, it's your time now to claim that divine feminine right of bringing the power back to you, but in a feminine way that is delicate. And the more delicate you are, the less vibrational energy that is troublesome will come your way. So if you're delicate, the way you talk to people, but if you're strong at the same time, it's like having an iron fist in a velvet glove. That's what it's all about. Stand there, be powerful, be positive. That's for the ladies here. I do not know who you are at this moment, but if you feel like telling me, let me know. But don't just give me a one-liner. I want to know why it's being said. Okay, fine. Let's see what's on here now. Stan Adams is watching. Hello, Stan. Long time no see. Well, I'm ready too. Hiya, Stan. You ready? Okay, fine. What's with the background? Forever Class Memorials Crawford. What's with the background? I don't know what you're asking. Okay, be a bit more clear in what you're asking. Junior Hawley is watching. Well, hello. God, there's all the people watching. It's really good. If you like what you hear, folks, why don't you share it? Send it out there. Share it with your folks. Yeah, and if you're wanting a consultation with the Counsellor 12, right, just check my website out, thecounsellor12.com, thecounsellor12.com, and the readings are for 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, half a day or a full day. A full day or half a day is normally done in my company. The 1 hour, 2 hour readings can be done on Skype or on my telephone, anywhere in the world. So you want readings or consultations, and they're brilliant. They don't just cut you off after a reading. They allow you to be in contact with them. Send me emails later. Tell me what's going on. If you've got any problems, you send me an email later and say, I'm not sure about this, what you said, could you explain it more? You don't lose contact. It's not like you go to a tarot card reader and they take your money and that's it, you don't see them again. No. Once you have a reading with the Counsellor 12, you are in the Grandmaster Club. They never forget you. They're always there. Always there. So, okay, fine. Tell you what, loved it so far. Absolutely loved it so far. I'm going to watch this back later. I'll say, oh my God, did I say that? Huh? Did I say that? Oh, what am I like? And then I'll say, no, it's not what you like. It's like you allowed it to happen. And when you allow things to happen, what you do, you take your filters away. But I allowed this camera work to be rubbish tonight. You know what? But like Ricky Gervais, when he was doing the speech at the Golden Globe, he says, I don't care. I've never cared. Well, I used to care. I used to try to get it perfectly, pitch perfectly. Because I make videos as well, self-development videos. I was trying to get it right. I'm a bit of like belt and braces perfectionist. But I'm thinking, no, the message is more important. The message is definitely more important. So it's how do we get the message across, ladies and gentlemen? How do you get your message across to yourself? And then once you've understood it yourself, once you've integrated it yourself, how do you then get it across to other people? Isn't it brilliant? Isn't it absolutely brilliant that sometimes you can sit down? You're telling me, some of you will not make head or tail of what has been said tonight because it's in code. It's coded messages. For the ones you're meant to listen to it and hear it, you totally understand. So the ones who totally understand, do me a favour, come back to me, because you're helping me. You're helping me to strengthen my game as well, because we all need help. And what did Ram Dass say? What was his famous statement? Unbelievable. We are all walking each other home. I'll say it again. We are all walking each other home. So you're helping me to go home, I'm helping you to go home. We're connected. We're connected, all of us. I have a message here. I have a message. And they're trying to set the scene here. And this is a message from the feminine aspect of the Council of 12. In fact, they've just told me there's two feminine aspects of the Council of 12 at this moment. One is always a member called Mother Mary, and one is Joan of Arc. As you know, Joan of Arc, a bit of a warrior. Mother Mary was the mother of Jesus Christ. So we've been told, so let's just go with that vibration. So there's two messages here. There's two feminine energies coming together. So it's like you've got the sword and you've got the loving hand here. Let me set the scene here. Just give me a second. For preparation is everything. Just Essence of Chiron, okay, we'll have that one. Right, so that now, folks, should be playing. You'll be able to hear music now. This is what happened on Blog Talk Radio. We will play music and then the whole vibration energy would change. It would be a higher level of concentrated energy that will be integrated upon the earth crust in the harmonic grid. But once you integrate the energy into the physical being and allow the soul to speak through in the words that encourage and uplift mankind. It is our pleasure this evening to be here amongst you all. And we listened and are listening, even though we are speaking at the same time, to the words that he has said through. Not many people will understand the message that has been brought through by the other members of our council here. But the ones who do know what's being said, you will have a gladding of the heart. You will have a quickening of the heart. You will know that there's more to upstairs, as you may call it, the spiritual realms. You will know there's more to that than there is to what you are experiencing now on the physical realms. It is with our blessing that he closes his eyes. For when he closes his eyes, he can see the colours more vividly. He can listen to the music. He can listen to our words that come floating through the channel he has prepared through his earth life. To the feminine race we have said, and we said, and will say, for this period of time, it is time to grab your sword in one hand. It is time to hold your hand out with the other hand, so you are well balanced. You are holding your hand out in love, in friendship. However, in the other arm, you've got your sword, a righteous sword, ready to cut the vibrational energy of those who wish to attack you for no apparent reason. And you only use this sword at certain times, for when you feel threatened. But the feminine within you all, beloveds, has an understanding that most of you have stood back and allowed this to happen, for you knew it had to happen. You knew that the masculine race had to fulfill its destiny. And you know that in a period of time, the feminine race, it's their turn. So it is the divine feminine energy that now is working through your masculine form. You'll find that the masculine form will become, in a period of time, more softer, more able to understand the subtleness rather than the warmongering. For when you understand the subtleness of our words, for it's not what we say, beloveds, it's in the manner we say it. And it's in the silence between the words. Listen to the music. Go with the flow. Do the ebb and tide, ebb and flow. For everything has a time, a purpose, and a reason to manifest within your physical lives, beloved. We who are talking to you now, I've been in your shoes, but in a different generation. We have seen people crucified. We have seen people slaughtered. We have killed people. For we knew no better at that time. But now we know better. So we stand behind, above, to the side, and below. We stand together as your ancestors here upon your spiritual journey. You once belittled yourself. You've had to fight. You've had to fight for all your way of life, for respect. It is not your fault you've had to fight, beloveds, for the respect has always been there. It has been the masculine race who's not understood. But you have understood. You allowed yourself to be ridiculed and to be put, what you may call, in your place. However, times are changing. And we will say times have changed, but now it's time to really stand up and be counted as the feminine race. For without the feminine race, how do you think the souls will come onto your earth? To learn, to have an understanding, to have soul realization without the feminine race. So we speak to you with no long words, no double meaning words. We come with love, as a mother of the Christ vibration and as a warrior with the sword. And we come together, we merge as one, as a divine being for the centre of love and for the cosmos and for the Logos. For we watched and listened when he talked about the I am, or am I, and we loved the way he plays with words. But we love the way that he has the ability to listen, to let it come through, and to turn it round, and to colour it with the earthly words that gives it a picture for you to see. We have always been with you, and we will always be with you. But we say before we go, as a collective unit, as Joan of Arc, Mother Mary, and the remaining council standing quite close here, we say you've never been on your own, even though you thought you had been. But now it's time, especially for the feminine race, to stand up, shoulders back, speak your truth in a way that can be understood, but speak it with delicacy, speak it with love in your heart, for you will be protected if you think you will be protected. Remember, as you know, thoughts are living things. We close this message. You have our love, always, and we bow before you, for I am the mother and I am the Joan. It is amazing while we step here, beloved, for I am the one with the sword. I am the masculine energy with the sword here. You may call me Archangel Michael. He did not expect this, but when the music went quiet, he felt a different shift in the vibration. It went more electrifying, wasn't as subtle and as beautiful as the feminine vibration that he's just been allowed to come through. As you know that now, it's a different vibration because it is more stronger, more powerful, more forceful. But now we speak to all of you, and especially to the men who may be listening to this, to that masculine, divine energy. You are perfect. But we ask you to remember your earth is changing now, and there will be some of you will be asked to stand, to come front center of stage of life. Have the spotlight shine on you. Then you have a choice. Do you take the sword up? Do you take the shield up? Do you move forward? Know you're being protected with the shield, and know you've got the double-edged sword to attack those who wish to enslave you. And we do not, in a way, troublemonger here. We're just preparing you, because you know if you've got your ear to the ground, or you've got your eyes to the heaven, and your heart is pointed to the heaven, and it's wide open, you know that there's a change upon your Mother Earth. You know that 2020 is the time for you to step into your Garden of Eden. But we will always say you've always been in the Garden of Eden, but now it's more powerful. You're now in the Promised Land. You've taken passage. The Moses has rescued you and brought you out of slavery. Do you want to go back into slavery, beloveds? Or do you want to stand on the Promised Land and smell the roses, as they may say? Or, as we talk, down to earth here, smell the coffee. Yes, we like that. Oh, it would be lovely to taste your human food and your human drink, but we know the taste and the smell and the aroma of coffee. We have a life over here, you know. We're not, oh, be good and do good. We do get up to mischief. We have a sense of humour, all of us. In a period of 2 weeks, your earth will be shedding more light. Now, we don't normally give times, but it is very, very prominent that the darkness is cracking, and there will be a sliver of light that those who can look for the light will see the light, will understand the light, and we know that dawn is breaking upon your Mother Earth to a different and more beloved realization of light and energy. But we will say, but you have to keep working on it. You cannot rest on your laurels. You cannot sit down on the grass and your back against the tree and just say, okay, it's here. You have to keep working on it. Work it, bring it through, pull it through, manifest it with your thoughts and feelings. All of you. I am with you. Be it in your thoughts, be it in your feelings, reach out in mind or heart or feelings or thought. I will be there. I will guide through your intuition, through your higher selves. Just ask and be prepared to be given and to receive. For I am Archangel Michael, and I bid you farewell on this evening. It has been a pleasure to be able to stand in the wings and to listen and to watch and to feel the feelings of those who are listening now and to anticipate those that will listen later. And remember, it is coded. Tonight's show, the messages have been coded. And if you truly understand, reach out. Remember, one for all and all for one. And on that note, we will bid you good evening. Well folks, I have no idea what was said then. Maybe you can tell me. I will play it back later. I feel quite emotional now actually. I love my job, love it to bits. Come a long way. Since standing on a platform, a spiritual church, 35 years ago, and giving my first message out to Spirit, it took me 10 minutes because I stuttered and stammered when I was saying this message out loud, and it only took me about 30 seconds in my mind to give the message. But a voice behind me said, when you stand up, Dennis, you have a legion of angels standing with you. So remember, every time, this is for you folks, every time you stand up and say your truth and your proof and give of your light and your love, you've got those who stand with you that will protect you, that will honour you and guide you always. We have a message on there. Diane Hanks. Okay, fine. I can't read all that because I'm still like, whoa. Now I just feel like I'm starving. I'm hungry. I can't top that. You know when you just want more, but you know it's time to just go, okay, on a good note. But I'm just going to read that message. You see, I'm all over the place, but I don't care. Well, Diane Hanks, thanks very much. Thank you. I can understand. I'm just quick reading it. That the love you need to give yourself will allow you then to become greater than oneself. But you may ask, how come one becomes greater than oneself? It just be oneself. And a gate, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I think you're the lady that came to my house with your friend many years ago for a consultation. You're from London. Could you let me know if you are the same lady? Because I always remember energy, beautiful energy. So, someone's crying. Okay. Memrose Crawford was saying, sorry, talking about the fast moving corridor. I like this one with the light better. Yeah, I'm just trying out new things. I'm just trying things out that are appeasing to people. I'm just trying to do my best. Can I say something, folks? If you're looking for a consultation, then what's this? Yes, it's me. Wow. Yes, it's me, Agate. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I thought it was you. You came with a friend and you made all the trip from London to come up to see me. I hope your life has turned around. Let me know. Send me a PM, send me a personal message, let me know. So folks, if you're looking for a consultation with the Council of 12, you see how they work. They can tune into you individually. This has been a wider tuning in for the bigger majority of people. It's been a tune-up basically for the human race, if one will expect it. And not many people will understand it because the messages were coded. And that's what the council said, that's what Mother Mary came through, and Joan of Arc, and then Archangel Michael. So we've had the full council, and we've had 3 individual members come through to give you personal messages. That happens privately as well. Happens privately. I've had people come and they believe in star language, and they go away and the star language has become bigger and better, more enhanced in their life. It does change your life, it does tune you up. It does allow you to become more recalibrated, more faster, more understood, and be able to stand in your truth and your power right here, right now. So, on that note, Jennifer, sorry I didn't get time to bring you on. I just feel that I know that it would have took the emphasis away from what they were trying to bring in. For somebody else wanted to come on Skype, and they contacted me yesterday, said they come on Skype and talk. I said yes, but that didn't materialise, and so obviously it's not meant to happen. So I think I'm drying up now. So if anyone wants any consultations, reach out, thecouncil12.com, or through Facebook. Only here, too grateful to help you. So on that note, I will say good evening, good night, God bless, wherever country you're in. I will say thank you for being here, and please share this video if you can, and see you next Tuesday, 9:30, all being well. Reach out to me if you wish. I appreciate that. So on that note, I'll say good night, God bless everybody. Love you all to bits. Good night, God bless. See you next Tuesday. Okay? And I'll just play off with this one. Bye for now.
Are you looking for spiritual guidance in all areas of your life? Are you looking for direction and purpose on your spiritual path, along with insight into how the world is now? Are you seeking divine guidance as you merge more into your higher self? Are you expressing yourself to others from the mind rather than the heart? And are you seeking a higher knowledge that resonates with your everlasting soul? Well, if you can answer yes to any of those questions, and Dennis Barnes and the Council of 12 are here to assist you as you walk amongst the jungle of mankind. For more information, visit www.dennisbarnes.com. That's DENISBARNES.com.
Night, folks. God bless. See you next week. Bye.